the year before last was the first time I spoke out. I hadn't told my children, I hadn't told my mother. I felt that it was perhaps important for people to know that people like me also get raped, and that we survive and we go on and we do other important things with our lives.
We know that rape is about power, but rape isn't only about power, rape is about vulnerability. And I wear this Survivor t-shirt because I have been vulnerable, and I am still vulnerable. And vulnerability is a very real part of what it is to be human. So what I want to say to you today, there are going to be moments that you feel very vulnerable, and I want to say to you, embrace that vulnerability, because that embracing it and facing it is what makes you strong.
The first 1 in 9 campaign that I got involved in, the student protest, it was incredibly moving. I had my mouth taped that year, and just to go through the day thinking very consciously of what women go through when they don't speak out. I hadn't spoken out about my own rapes. For the first one, I'd kind of been a good Christian girl, got married, had babies, husband died soon after, and then this happened, and I thought, oh my God, I obviously don't understand how the world has changed since I was dating, you know, and I just totally took it as being my fault and never spoke about it to anybody ever. The second one was particularly violent, and he bit me all over, he pulled hair out, he headbutted me, and when I contacted my mom, she said, did he rape you? And I said no, and she said, thank God for that. And that's when I realized I can never tell anyone. I was surprised at how much shame I continue to feel decades after it happened, which is why I never spoke out about it. And I find myself, you know, slipping into that, oh my God, maybe I asked for it, maybe, you know, I don't know if I can tell people because I'm just embarrassed about the circumstances. But what the day helped me to see is, oh, that's what people go through. People go through that when they're raped. And so it's been a wonderful opportunity to go back to my younger self and say, it's fine, it wasn't your fault, it shouldn't have happened, but you're okay now. And, you know, and so I think I've found personal healing through the process as well. The kids were 2 and 3 when their dad died, so we've had a very close relationship, and I think they were quite shocked that they didn't know this about me. At the time that it happened, they were young, so they understood that I certainly wouldn't tell them then. But I mean, they're beautiful humans, they're incredibly supportive.
You are a very beautiful person, and I think everyone recognizes that. And it's a beauty that's not simply for its own sake. It's got a deep substance and something very worthy of respect and of listening to and understanding.
I think the biggest thing is for me to realize that there's a community of people who have suffered. You know, and we all need to speak out about that version of masculinity that is doing this.